to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll do it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the Arizona Wildcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Tight end now in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Right back to the well. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
The Hokies look to keep this drive humming. From the gun. Give on the inside. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on third down? The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
That's a first down for the offense.
And the Hokies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run play action. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. He makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And that's in Arizona.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll move the tight end. Looking for space. It's Bacon. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's what.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to pass. It's ball. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30. Holds and fires complete to the right. Trying to take it back. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And the Wildcats are marching down the field. With the run on first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3, now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Now, after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board.
Oh, a lot of space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That is an impressive run, and I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. It makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. He's in open space downfield. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Makes makes the grab on the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. Finding an escape route. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south.
It's a seam wide open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Ball. Here comes the heat. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
The offense changing the play. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's going for the goal line. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokies!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson.
The Hokies will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Right on the money. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Off the play fake on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Runs through the tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Takes the handoff. It's Bacon. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Wildcats have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to him again. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Dyer. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Oh, they're after him! And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's a play the defense needed to get their team momentum back. You know the coach was telling them inside the locker room at halftime, we need something good to happen right away. We have got to set the tone, and we got to do it on defense. So on 3rd down, on the opening drive of the half, they're able to get the sack. They're trailing just by a few points. They have an opportunity now to take the lead because of that great play.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He's past the 30. Still running at the 40. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And that one will give them the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, he's got some space. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking for a man. It's Ball. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack.
Touchdown, Hokies! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. And the will be knocked down. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The give to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Still on his feet at the 35. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Back to throw, it's Dyer. A little screen to the running back. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. And the Wildcats are in a mess here on third and a mile. Lofts one high and deep. He caught it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arizona.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down?
It's a running room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
They'll try the run. And some room to work. Turning on the Jets. Wide open space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. USF is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 20 over NC State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Dyer. Under fire. And the sack. All the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man downfield. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field.
Ready up. Get set.
Goes to the option. Oh, better look out. He's loose. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Ball. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Give to the back. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7. Arizona right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And just left that pass short, not enough juice.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Under fire. He's got an open man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And that's in Arizona.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Foster. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air on second down. Looking to scramble. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. We've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the... There he goes! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll leave it with him. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Throws toward the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play.
And the Wildcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And that's in Arizona.
He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
Stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's...
Oh, they blocked it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quick strike complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Spider! Cobra! Ready, go!